What is up, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we have some amazing articles to go over in addition to a discussion at the end, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild update to version 1.3.3 that adds the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 side quest is officially live. So the southern sky from the middle of the largest bridge, the eastern sky from the skull's left eye, and the southeastern sky from the peak of the tall, pierced, snowy mountain. Look to the night sky at those locations and find the red shooting stars. And then there will be 3 stars for you to look and collect. Now in this update, we do have some patch notes on it. It added support for the Champions Amiibo, which is coming out pretty soon here. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 side quests and collaboration equipment added in as well. And they also fixed an issue with the Heroes Path mode in which the X marks weren't recorded with the version 1.30 or later. Plus there's various fixes to improve the gameplay experience. So maybe some bug fixes, some frame rate smoothing out. I still have to test that in my normal testing areas, but I doubt it's really going to change anything too much as far as everything, but I'm pretty sure they smoothed out a couple things here and there. So what do you guys think about this so far? I have not had the chance to go in and collect this and do the side quests just of yet, but it looks really cool. I absolutely love the armor from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It has really grown on me. At first I didn't like it, but now that they improved kind of the look of the game and we've shown off more of who Rex is, I think it's really cool that they're adding this content into the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And here's another thing, guys, it is a fantastic way to cross promote the game. A lot of people already have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's a big, expansive open world game. Well, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is also that. So people are going to be like, alright, well, let me know more about this Xenoblade Chronicles 2 game, because lots of people already have Zelda, millions. So I think it is a fantastic way to get the awareness of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 out there, especially considering that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is coming out in a few weeks. It will be here before we know it, December 1st. So I absolutely love the marketing, the cross promotion. All of that is really cool. This is a brand new free update for us, so that's awesome that they were able to get that in. So what do you guys think about the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 promotion that they're doing with the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in addition to update 1.3.3? Are you guys enjoying it? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, and speaking of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Yasunori Mitsuda, the legendary music composer, discusses composing for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and he would like to do a soundtrack release as well, and I think everyone would want that. So this is a portion of the VGMO interview with the legendary composer Yasunori Mitsuda. VGMO said this first: of course, the biggest news of the year would be that you would be participating once again on Xenoblade 2. The English title is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, could you discuss your overall role in the soundtrack production and what challenges / concerns you had when working on this soundtrack? Could you let us know if there are currently any plans to release the soundtrack? Yasunori Mitsuda had this to say, quote, "The biggest news of the year, huh? I still got another big one that should be announced soon." Laughs. Editor's note: this since has been confirmed to be episode Ignis of Final Fantasy 15. Now anyways, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was a ton of work. In my role as a producer, I handled proofreading, checking all the sources, managing the budget, sound checks, and the sound program. It was an impossible amount of work for one person. The biggest challenge was that, since the other composers didn't have much experience recording with orchestras, I was handling controls, identifying issues in their written music, and gently relaying the director's request to the team. All work that required a lot of attention. Of course, since I had to write my own music, it was a pretty rough 1.5 years. I definitely want to offer the soundtrack for sale, but since the number of songs is what it is, I wonder how I go about that. And apparently there's over 120 tracks, or right around that amount, so it'd have to be some type of big compilation or set to where you get a bunch of them, and I would pay for that. Like, I know there's going to be something in the special edition, but I would 100% pay like for some type of extracurricular soundtrack, because the soundtrack in this game is absolutely beautiful. You guys are hearing some of the music at this point as well, and I would love nothing more than to support this guy. This guy has done Chrono Trigger. This guy has done some of the best games of all time. Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 now, and so I would be absolutely down for him to release some type of soundtrack. And just seeing his workload, that reminds me of like Sakurai type of workload and type of stuff that he had to do, managing the budget, looking over the team, relaying everything, doing your own music. I feel for this guy. I bet it's been rough. Probably hasn't had much of a home life or anything like that, or time to himself. So hopefully he can take some time to relax, chill out, enjoy the proceeds from his game as far as Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I hope Nintendo paid this man like they should be paying him for his work, because I know they got enough money to do so, and I'm pretty sure that they did if they asked him to come back to this. So it's just great that Nintendo was able to work together with this legendary composer, and he was able to put his whole heart and effort into making this soundtrack, because it is a beautiful soundtrack, and I cannot wait to dig in more when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 releases on December 1st. So what do you guys think about the music so far? What do you think about Yasunori Mitsuda's career? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, and moving into the last topic here, we're going to have a little bit of a discussion, and I wanted to talk about this because this is sometimes cropping up, and I know it's not everyone, and I'm not trying to play into trolls or other people's hands who are negative on the Nintendo Switch, but this is something that I'm seeing, and I definitely want to address it, because before the Nintendo Switch was released, even after the Nintendo Switch was released, and especially during E3, people complained about the third-party support on the Switch. People complained that there wasn't enough. Where's all the third parties at? This game wasn't being announced. This game wasn't being announced. Instead of telling people to buy the system because there's great games already available on it, and the more that we buy the system, more games will come, there were people that were not saying that. They were saying the exact opposite of that and saying, well, this is crap and all this stuff like that, which with sales, you get more games. But now that we do know that there are people out there that are supporting the Nintendo Switch, there are people out there that were saying, hey, buy one. It's a fantastic, unique piece of hardware that you're going to play a lot, even with not all the third-party support on there at this point. But the more we support it, the more support we will get. The more sales, the more support we will get because of the Wii U. And I just want to let you guys know that when you're talking about third-party support, if you want that support, then you need to talk about the good games. Like on this channel, when there's a good third-party game, I will definitely let you guys know about it. I will make sure to talk about it. Even if I'm not interested in the game as much, I will still let you guys know. That's why I've been talking about Doom a lot. That's why I've been talking about LA Noire. That's why I've been talking about all these different third-party games, because even if I'm not interested as much in it, somebody else will be. And we saw what happened with the Wii U, guys. We've even seen what happened to a lesser degree with the Nintendo 3DS when it came to Western games. When these games didn't do well, the support dried up, even with the 3DS with having a big install base. So the games have to do well in order for us to get support. Now, I'm not saying that you guys need to go out there and buy the games just to buy them, okay? And I'm sorry if some of you guys got the impression when I talked about certain games, but if you're interested in a game and it looks good, and obviously if it reviews and you like it and everything, then definitely support that title out there, because the more that we support these good third-party games, and I want to emphasize good third-party games, the more good third-party games that we get. For example, 2K just came out and said that they're very pleased with NBA 2K18 sales on the Nintendo Switch. So if they're very pleased with the sales, what does that mean? That means that we're going to get more support down the line, because they are happy that their investment is paying off. So NBA 2K18 is a good game on the Nintendo Switch. A lot of you guys went out there and bought it and supported it. Now, did everybody go out there and buy it? No, everyone didn't. You know, I didn't buy the game, but at the same time, I still let people know about it. I still reported on it, the bug fixes. I did a lot of stuff just to let people know, to promote the good games. So if you're a fan of Nintendo, or if you're someone who said, oh, Nintendo needs to have third-party support, you have a channel, you have an outlet, you have a Twitter, whatever the case is, make sure you let people know about that. Point out the advantages as far as what the Nintendo Switch offers over the other systems. We all know the Nintendo Switch is not as strong as the PS4, Xbox One, or PC. This is something that we all know, but it offers a lot that those systems don't. The fact that there's portability is one huge factor as far as being able to play anywhere. HD Rumble is also another huge factor, in my opinion, that is a game changer when it comes to content. So there are developers, third-party games, that are taking advantage of that. Resident Evil, LA Noire, lots of great games. So definitely let people know and encourage them to be supportive of good games that they're interested on the Nintendo Switch. we all know the graphics aren't going to be as good. This is no like secret or anything like that. So when I talk about the Nintendo Switch, that's pretty much just a given. Hey, it doesn't look as good, but this is what it offers. This is what it can do, because I'm a big fan of Nintendo, and I'm a big fan of third parties coming back to the Nintendo Switch, because that's what people want, right? Everyone wants that third party support. Now, you guys all know me. I'm more of a Japanese support type of guy, so I'll kind of harp on that a little bit more, and I'll talk about that a little bit more, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to sit there and promote good third-party Western games like Doom, like LA Noire, like Skyrim, and all of the great titles that are being brought over, even if they're a year old or a couple years old. That doesn't matter. Not everyone played the game back then. There are a lot of people who haven't played the game. Heck, there are a lot of people who haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles and have been asking me about Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles X, and those are old games because they're thinking about getting Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, of course, there's going to be tons of people who haven't played a lot of these older games out there. Heck, there's a lot of people who were little kids when those games came out, and now that they're older, they want to play them. That's kind of what I want to relay in my message as far as my channel goes. Promote great games, promote great third-party games, so we can get that support, so we can come to Nintendo Switch and we can play those games anywhere that we want. Sorry if I'm reiterating stuff that I've already said, that you've heard me say in other videos or anything, but I think it's important as I gain new subscribers, and I want to set the tone for my channel as far as what I'm trying to do here. Obviously, if a third-party game isn't good, then definitely don't go out there and buy it, or if you're not interested in the game, don't just buy it if you don't want to buy it. But I'm just saying games that are good, that you're interested in, that provide some unique aspects over the PS4, Xbox One versions, the fact that you can take it anywhere you want, split Joy-Con play, whatever the case is, check it out. Let people know, share the news, and be more positive about the good games coming out, because these developers are busting their butt to bring us Nintendo Switch versions, and they definitely need to do well if we want to see that support going forward. We saw it with Ubisoft, we're seeing it with Bandai Namco, people supporting Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, people supporting Pokken, we're seeing it with Capcom, people supporting their games even though people are really mad at what they're doing, people supported their games. Konami with Super Bomberman, and all those developers have all said, we're going to bring more support. So that's what it comes down to. System sales and game sales. Support the good games and they'll support us. So what do you guys think about what I had to say here? Let me know your thoughts, and what third-party games are you guys going to be picking up coming up very soon here? Any of you guys getting Doom or more games? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps Player Essence out. Also, make sure you check out our YouTube live gaming page in addition to our Patreon page, and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool emotes, live stream tournaments, and Discord voice chat. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.